Yo guys, so I just want to tell you what happened today and some things that you should maybe think about that you probably haven't yet about this whole manipulation going on. Right, so I'll start here. Suzu comes out and says BitMEX wicked down to 6.4, 2K BTC sell wall on Bitstamp absorbed. It looked like a mark price exploit by placing a large sell on Stamp, one of two oracles from Mark on MEX to trigger liquidations on BitMEX. You would have done fine if you were long on Bitfinex, which didn't go below 7K. So he shows some examples of this also with Ethereum, where Ethereum went down to $190, and you know, the same type of deal was seen where it did not do that on Bitfinex. Now, a couple things to think about before I keep going ahead. Number one, Bitfinex just raised $1 billion. Number two, this whole Tether thing that they were talking about in the news doesn't really matter to them because they just raised $1 billion of Tether, so they don't really need to ask Tether for any money, and that's no big deal for them. They're good. So that all is sorted out, right? Now, we see that, what does Bitfinex want to do? They got $1 billion, and what would be the best thing for them? The best thing for them would be to make it so people have less faith in BitMEX and less faith in Bitstamp. Let me show you what actually happened today to give you an idea how contracts are different than actual owning a real Bitcoin, okay? Or actually holding Bitcoin. So here's the difference. On Binance, you know, you're not buying contracts, you're buying Bitcoin. On Bitfinex, on BitMEX, on all these other exchanges, you're actually buying contracts. So maybe what they did here today was to make people lose faith in that whole system. Let me show you what happened here. You have this, that reports were there that Bitstamp buy button had been disabled, and they were not joking. Okay, this happened at 10 o'clock this morning, right as this whole dump was happening. People could not actually buy Bitcoin. It would not let them buy it. Okay, that means that if people are dumping Bitcoin and selling, it was just going to keep going down because there was no actual buy pressure at all. So everyone just kept selling and selling and selling and selling and selling, and just when they wanted to buy it back, they couldn't do that either. So it shot it right down. So let's show some examples of that. Here's on BitMEX. BitMEX shot down to 6,400, right? That's pretty crazy, really fast. We're looking at the hour. Let's look at the 5 minute. 5, 10, 15 minutes, it shot down all the way down and shot back up, and now it's consolidating in the 7,300 range. Let's look at Bitstamp. Look at Bitstamp, guys. It went down to $6,189. A massive difference to everything else. If we look at ETH, we'll see the same exact thing, okay? But I'll show you that second. Third, the CME. So this is actual futures. Now remember, the three that I just shown you are all futures contracts, right? They're contracts, they're not physically you buy real Bitcoin and hold on to it. You're buying the contracts, right? So this one went all the way down to $6,320. Why is that a big discrepancy here? Well, remember, Bitfinex also is letting you go long and go short. But look at Bitfinex. Oh, sorry. Let's look at Bitfinex first here. Look at Bitfinex. They went only down to their bottom was $7,000, $6,999. They're also doing contracts. So do you think maybe with that $1 billion of Tether, they may have, I don't know, bought some Bitcoin, pumped up the price of Bitcoin, and maybe pushed it into these other exchanges to manipulate the price to make people lose a little bit of faith? So they go, yeah, this is why we use Bitfinex, because it's better. It doesn't have these other issues that these other exchanges are having. These are things that you have to also think about and go, because they should make you go, that is a good potential thing to think about, isn't it? So we also saw, if we looked at Binance, the same thing. Binance only got down to $7,000. Interesting stuff, right? Now, if I do the exact same thing for Ethereum, so if we go to ETH contracts, look at what happened with Ethereum. Now, it doesn't look as bad as it actually is on the 5 minute. Let's look at it in the 1 hour. It makes it look a little bit more. Didn't really do too bad here. I mean, it got down to, it's on Bitcoin versus Bitcoin. That's why. Let me try to find it with Ethereum and USD. That's a lot easier on BitMEX. Here we go. So on BitMEX, we saw it go all the way down to 190 here. Okay, and the same thing, the CME, we could look at, I think it's a Ethereum doesn't have futures contracts yet on the CME, but we see that. And then if we go here to Bitfinex and we look at ETH, I just want to show this as well. Look at this. It only went down to $233. Interesting, right? We look at ETH USDT on Binance, same exact thing. It only got down to $234. These are the things that you have to think about when we talk about manipulation of the market. Was it BitMEX trying to liquidate a bunch of people's positions and make a lot of money for themselves? Was it Bitstamp doing the same thing? Were they working together? We don't know. Maybe it's just coincidental, right? Because the futures market also had this issue. The whole point I'm trying to make is that there's some stuff that was really weird that happened today, and this is likely why our prices drove down so fast and so hard. This is the reasoning. Are we in a bull market? I still definitely think so. We're gonna see bounces off of, we're gonna see Tekken bounces for sure. We're gonna see Kujin bounces for sure. These are going to recover, in my opinion. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that we're still in a bull market right now, and it's not gonna just stop right away. We may have downturn, that's okay, but I think that we're still in a bullish market. So that's what happened today. Now you know. Coach K signing out. Now if you liked the video, click on that subscribe and like button, smash those bad boys out, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day, everybody.